We've got some. Shut up.
Evening, everybody.
Hello.
How are you all doing? Hope you're all good. Hope everything is fantastic with you, wherever you are in our glorious world.
Yes. And you're not all riding around on little canoe boots or skidoos or anything water. Oh, I need to turn my phone on.
Anything water related?
Yes.
Yes. I hope you're all good. So
you're not jet skiing through your sitting room.
Yeah. Hi there, angels with dirty faces. Ireland, Jason, hello, my friend. John, how you doing out there? Hopefully the snow's sorting itself out for you. Bill, hope you're good, mate. Just that back up. Free drink tonight. Oh yeah, free drinks for tomorrow.
Hi Andy. Hi free dog.
Kitten, hello, mate. How you doing, brother? Yeah. So Andy B, how you doing, mate?
Evening,
free
Sam.
dog night. How are
Max.
you? Sam, my man.
Yeah.
You're busy, Sam. You're doing a lot of videos. Cracking stuff, mate. Cracking stuff.
Well done, Stealth, for rescuing that sheep that was caught up in the fencing.
Yeah. Well done. I wouldn't have said anything about a couple of guys sneaking up behind a sheep with its head stuck in the fence.
Especially as New Wales. Yeah.
I think that happens anywhere in the world. Anyhow, I hope you're all
John's
doing
got
well.
no snow.
No snow. It's all gone. No. Cold, but no snow this weekend. Yeah. Excellent, mate. Well, I might be able to give you some help there because I've decided we're going to be
Sussex.
throwing up a regular weekly update for you guys. So, important bit of preparedness, isn't it? Prepping,
Lefty, Levon.
Surviving in a preppism, or prepping and survivalism are basically all about information, about knowledge. It's about knowing what to have, when to run, when to stand your ground, when to dig your hole, when to light the fire, and what you need to do.
So Willow's brought his special cat.
His special cat, yeah.
To the conversation.
He's brought his special cat to the conversation. So it's knowing what to do. So it's all about preparedness. So I spent a couple of hours today compiling this. Yeah. So it's a 7-day outlook for you guys. So I basically looked at everybody's meteorological offices, environmental stations. I've even so far as looking into volcano and earthquake risks. So we will start with the United States. This is the Hampshire Outdoors and Survival weather and events forecast for the next 7 days. And I've had to be a bit general on locations, but here we go. United States. Severe winter storms are due in the Midwest and Northeast. Your risk level is high. Details. Arctic air mass bringing heavy snow, ice and sub-zero wind chills. Travel disruptions and power outages are likely. Preparation tips. Stock heating fuel. Check generators. Insulate any pipes that you need to and prepare your vehicle and emergency kits. Pacific Northwest. Heavy rain and flooding risk. Your risk is moderate. Details. Persistent rain systems may cause localized flooding and landslides in low-lying mountainous areas. Preparation tips. Clear your drainage, monitor flood alerts and avoid travel through flooded or flood risk areas where possible. Southern Plains. Tornadic potential. The risk level is moderate. Details. Unseasonably warm air meeting cold fronts could trigger isolated severe storms and tornadoes. Review your shelter plans, test your weather radios and secure outdoor items. Europe. For Europe, Central and Eastern Europe, cold snap and snow. The risk level is extremely high. Details. Temperatures are dropping below seasonal averages with snow accumulation in Germany, Poland and Balkans. Preparation tips. Prepare for heating demands. Protect your livestock. Ensure vehicle readiness for icy conditions. Western Europe. Coastal rains and winds. Risk potential moderate. Details. An Atlantic low pressure systems are bringing strong winds and heavy rain to France and the Low Countries and northern Spain. Preparation tips: secure outdoor structures, monitor travel advisories, and prepare for possible power interruptions. Northern Italy and the Alpine regions. Flood risk. Risk level is moderate. Details: snow melt combined with rain may rise local river levels. Preparation tips: stay informed on local flood warnings and prepare evacuation routes if near rivers and low-lying areas. United Kingdom. Southern and western UK. Risk level moderate. Wind and rain. Details: repeated Atlantic fronts bringing gusts of up to 60 miles an hour and heavy rainfall. Preparation tips: if possible, check roof integrity, secure loose items, and prepare for short-term power cuts.
And stay away from Fords.
Midlands and northern UK. Risk level moderate. Clear nights leading to widespread frost and icy roads. Preparation tips: where possible, grip paths, carry emergency car kits, and monitor vulnerable neighbours. Okay. Store water. Pipes may freeze. Coastal flood risk: southwest and east coast of southern England. Risk level low to moderate. Details: high tides combined with onshore winds may cause minor coastal flooding. Preparation tips: avoid coastal travel during high tide and monitor the Environment Agency alerts. That is my next 7 days prepper advisory list for most of my viewers. If you're outside those areas, my advice to you is monitor your local systems, and just be aware.
Yes, Andy. It's just that we've been watching a lot of the Fords. There's the worst one, I think, is Fording Bridge in the New Forest, and I mean, you can't see where the Ford starts and Ford ends, but you've got all these cars floating off. It's like most kids. You used to get those floating ducks at the fairground. You used to hook them up. There's all these cars floating. If it looks too deep, don't go in. It's
yeah. So let's get back to the comments. Let's have a look. So that's
what I'm just answering Andy, because he said
I'll do that every week for you guys, just in case any of you are aware of what's happening. But it also helps to put it in the mind, make you think about it a little bit. And that's all prepping is really just, what am I expecting for the next 7 days? Please bear in mind that is not a detailed weather forecast. That is a risk assessment. Keep an eye on your local weather forecasts. Keep an eye on your local conditions, and let me know next week.
Evening, Gary. Yeah, they do. They're getting these things. It's.
Hi, Benny. How you doing, brother?
Common sense.
Right, so
groundhog recipe. Whoa.
John's looking for groundhog recipes. We don't.
No,
have
it's
many.
and it's Jason.
Jason, yeah. Jason's looking for any good groundhog recipes. No,
we don't get him over here, do we?
No, we don't. I suppose the nearest thing we got to a groundhog here is going to be a bunny, really. Cows that I've got to transit. Is that what you meant by Fords?
Yeah. That's what I meant.
And there you go. So here's another one. Top tip to you guys. Any of you that have got a motor vehicle, all right?
Even if it's electric, some of the water's too deep.
Many years ago, nearly all motor vehicles were the same design. You had the engine. On top of the engine, you had the fuel injection system or the carburetor. On top of that was the air suction system. That's what drew the air in. It was right at the top of the engine. Modern technology, modern engines, they like cold air. So what have they done? They've lowered the air intake. They've run it through a pipe down very low on the bumper and the grille. A car in the 19s and 70s, you could probably wade quite safely 2 to 3 deep of water. Nearly all modern manufacturers of vans and cars lower that air intake. You go into a foot of water, it sucks the water up, and it does a thing called hydraulic in the engine. My top tip to you, if you know you're going to be going through flooded areas, have a look under the engine bay. Quite often you can unclip that, okay? And make sure that you're drawing air from the top of the engine and not from underwater. If you're unsure, if you go through your owner's manual or look online, you should be able to find a wading depth for your vehicle. If you're unsure, simple rule of thumb, it's never any deeper than the actual height of the tyre itself, not the complete wheel, just the tyre when it's on the ground. 4 to 6 inches maximum.
What we used to do in the Land Rover, we used to get the old sandwich boxes, the clip lid sandwich boxes, and we put stuff in. We cut a hole in, put it into the sandwich box, and clip it shut.
All the electrics.
Yeah.
I used to seal all my electrics.
Yeah, in a sandwich box. So.
Yeah. Just my clogged air filter should be sufficient to get the water out. Exactly, mate. But again, it's part of the knowledge. I meet a lot of people, especially my generation and older, saying, "Oh, I don't understand it. My car used to be able to. My old Austin Maxi used to drive through water 2 feet deep. These modern cars are rubbish." No, they made the engines more efficient. They want cold air, so they take it from lower down.
Even snorkels are you get the amount of people that got the snorkel because it just shows. And if you actually open the bonnet, they're not actually attached to anything.
Well, the other thing is,
they just fit them in to make it look.
A raised air intake or a snorkel is not a wading device unless it's prepared as a wading device. Most of them, as a standard, come as a raised air system to take clean air, not dusty and dirty air, from a high point.
And another thing, if you're going to go into deep water, turn your snorkel round so it's facing behind you. Therefore, if you do go in a big lot of water and the water flies up, it's not going down your snorkel.
Same for dust, same for snow. Full facing snorkels, if you think about it quite simply, that's sucking a lot of air and it's facing whatever debris is coming towards it.
Yeah.
If you turn the snorkel round, you'll notice in Africa and a lot of very dusty climates, the snorkels are facing backwards. Okay, so that it's not getting rammed full of crap. Secondary filter on that if you need to as well. And then you've got to think about your electrics and all the other parts of your components that are going to get affected by water. Waterproofing a vehicle is a long process. I've only ever built one Land Rover for wading at any one time, and that goes as far. It's just to let you know how far you go with that. An isolator switch that disconnects the alternator. An alternator charges current. You disconnect it, the water flow through it. It's not a problem, doesn't short. The dipstick, taking that out and sealing the dipstick hole. All the diffs, all the axles have to be sealed. All the gearboxes have to be sealed. All the transfer boxes have to be sealed, or raised air intakes put into them. Okay, there's something for you to think about next time you're driving into some cold water in your nice car. Your engine's hot. The lowest part of your engine is the sump. It's usually made of tin or metal or thin metal. And it's an easily formed metal, and it's full of all the hot oil in your engine. It all sits in that. It all comes back down, recirculates around, but it's hot. You drive into cold water. What happens when you suddenly put something hot into cold water? It shrinks. It sucks in. It turns your engine into a water pump. It wants to suck every ounce of water it can inside. You suddenly shrunk all that oil, displaced air, and it's trying to draw. So that anywhere that it can suck that oil, that water in, dipsticks and things like that, it will do. So again, fully waterproofing a vehicle is a really hard, long thought out process.
Wading plugs. As well. It's
But your standard car, what happens? You see a big puddle, okay? You've got to be sensible about it. Knowing where your air intake is the first thing, just so that you can keep that out of the water. That's what kills most of the engines. Secondly, think about the road. If you know the road, where's the high points? Is there a curb running down one side? Is there a pavement you can stick 2 wheels on?
We've often seen people do that. They come off the curb.
Yeah, you've got to think how you can straddle it, how you get there. And if you're unsure, go round. Go round. Find another route. A foot of water travelling at 6 miles an hour will move a vehicle. Okay, simple as that. If you're in that vehicle and it gets swept away, you're a
We've seen very few that have actually put the wheels in reverse and have actually, by the wheels going in reverse, they've slowly made the vehicle go backwards enough that they caught traction on the road again. But it is very rare.
That's on the ramps.
Yeah, that's a very rare occasion that happens.
Splashing pedestrians, criminal offence in the UK. It's actually a form of assault. If you intentionally splash a pedestrian, it's assault. It's actually assault with a weapon. It's one of those things, isn't it? I suppose it is a cruel thing to do to somebody. The other thing you've got to think about, and it has happened in the past, debris in that puddle.
Yeah.
Okay. Stones, bits of wood, other debris. Your vehicle's going through at 30, 40 mile an hour. It's propelling that out under force. You wouldn't want to be responsible for hurting somebody. So, me personally, I avoid water even with the 4x4.
We either pull out slightly or we slow right down.
Yeah, and as Ketton's just rightly said, you never know what's in there. And I've seen roads where they've been cleared afterwards, and the manholes had actually lifted under pressure and moved. So now you've got a 3-foot diameter hole, 6-7 foot deep, and it is going to rip your suspension out.
We went uptown the other day, and the water was that bad. There's small
Lefty. Yeah, hope Livon enjoys his chicken.
Look, the small square covers. It was actually about an inch high because the water was bubbling up that much. So it's only not long off of.
As Sussex has just said there, yeah. So he's somebody with a heart condition. It could trigger a heart attack with him if he was suddenly splashing cold water. Yeah. Tough. Yeah, John, I can get that with some of the activists. Some of the activists in the past, I have felt the same way myself. Mud guards. Yeah, especially on lorries. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Is give the lorries a bit of space. I've driven a lorry myself. You know, in those conditions, it can be really difficult.
Simon asked how your work doing.
How's work going? Work is going well. I'm busy. Very busy.
Oh dear! Snap spring, £140.
Oh,
really hell.
Yeah, I'm up and down the country like a yo-yo at the moment, in and out the centre of London. I'm doing all right. It's busy, you know. It is busy.
Yeah.
And
I jokingly said to him today, I said, you know, don't have to worry if the water gets any higher out there, because we have a lot of we get our local authority. They ring us. It's an automated thing, but they ring us to let us know when the flood warnings are in effect, and they've been in effect for about the last 2 weeks. But we've got a 14-foot canoe just outside the back door. So
I've got a brook 150 metres away that has never flooded this far in the history of this estate. However, it's that thing of you never say never, do you?
He is planning to, Jason. We just got to get you your life jacket, don't we? Yeah,
I need to get my life jacket. I'm not panicking about it at the moment. I'll be honest with you, it might sound a bit pussy and a bit soft, but I'm waiting for the decent weather. It's something I want to enjoy. And at the moment, some of the days you're going to be cracking ice out there. Other days it's just going to be cold and wet.
Especially because someone in Tiverton, in Devon, they went out on their canoe, and unfortunately, it was the wrong time to be going out in their canoe, and they weren't found for a couple of days. So
Yeah, John, it's like a speed camera. So there's 2 zones in London. There's an inner zone and an outer zone.
Yes, we did 3 dog. Thank you.
And basically what they've got is like speed cameras, and they are number plate recognition. So basically what happens, they take a photograph, note you going through it, and it goes into their system. You are already warned. You've got 24 hours to pay the bill. Okay, so you've got 24 hours in which to pay it, and that scrubs you off the system. If you don't, they issue you a fine.
It's not just London. We've got
there's lots of
Dartford Bridge. You have to pay for that. A couple of bridges. It just recognises your number plate and does it that way.
Yeah, it's a pain in the arse. I try not to drive into London. I try and avoid it like the plague. There are several other cities doing it now as well.
I guess
my attitude to it is if the client's going to pay the bill, then I'll drive wherever they need me to drive. If the client's not interested in picking up the bill, I'm not doing the job. Simple as that. It's expensive enough for me to do anyhow. It's not a huge profit business. And I begrudge giving money hand over fist.
If you go into Wales, is it Wales and
no longer?
No, it's no longer. But you still have to pay to go into Cornwall from Devon on the that bridge, don't you?
Only on the bridge, yeah.
Yeah, but then you pay one way.
Yeah.
You pay to go in, but you don't pay to go out.
Yeah. I mean, this was done originally as a revenue for paying for the bridges to be built. Hiya, Mike. How you doing out there in Minsk? Yeah, it was a way of raising revenue. Right, I can give you an idea of what it's like travelling in London. Okay,
it's awful.
So I use the sat nav to get me around, which is quite easily. And last week I was on a job, so I was pulling a trailer. It wasn't a huge trailer. And when I looked down at my GPS, it said 1.2 miles to destination, time 58 minutes. 58 minutes to drive 1.2 miles. Okay, I was on the Euston Road. It was just abysmal. You know, when you're setting the sat nav and it says 14 miles to destination, estimated time of arrival 2 hours and 30 minutes. 14 miles, 2 hours and 30. I could run that. Yeah, minus 20 at night in Minsk at the moment. Yeah. Too right, mate. With climate change, people have forgotten how to deal with it. Yeah, used to be the norm. I'll agree with you there. Talking about cold as well, just getting slightly off subject, I would like to give a mention to something me and Kaz found on a news report. Now, I put up the short the other day about the British and Dutch Marines that were up and on the mountains, and they found a guy that was basically stupidly equipped and failing fast, and they got him down. It was severe. The weather conditions up there were minus 20. The wind was blowing like a hoolie, and it was blizzard conditions. And yeah, using their military skill set, mindset, and training,
it looked like they used a poncho to make
they rigged a sled
for him. Yeah,
dragged him down. So I would also like to give a big heads up and a big thank you and a big well done to two teenage boys. Okay, so these lads are Rowan K, age 15, and Kalen, I hope I'm saying that right, Kalen Blades, age 16. These two
Kalen
lads
has autism, doesn't he?
Yeah. These two lads are regular climbers and professional climbers. They've been trained. They climb all the time. They've done all the peaks. They've got all the gear. They know what they're doing. So these guys were actually doing something that they are trained, equipped, and experienced in. And they were ice climbing. Okay,
it was a Lake District.
In the Lake District, on the third highest mountain in the UK. And whilst they were climbing, they came across a group of people. This group of people were wearing jeans, trainers, they had a dog with them, had no climbing equipment and no gear to protect them from the weather conditions when these lads found them. And a storm had come in. Okay, the lad actually said, I was watching this lady slipping around in the snow like she was on a treadmill. Okay, when we came across the group, two teenage boys are being praised after rescuing this group of ill-prepared adults and a small dog from the snowy mountains of the Lake District in England. On January the 10th, 15-year-old Rowan Kay and his 16-year-old Kalen Blades were climbing Mount Helvellyn, at the third highest mountain in England, 3,117 feet, when they came across 5 adults who were dressed in jeans and sneakers. The group were also without gloves or any of the correct climbing equipment for their feet or their bodies. The teens, who were at the time ice climbing, were beginning their descent from the summit of the mountain to a ridge called Striding Edge when they noticed the adults were stuck. With a Coast Guard helicopter and air ambulance involved in a rescue mission on another part of the mountain, Kay and Blaze decided to help the group themselves. It was later announced, sadly, that the man in his 70s had collapsed and died on the mountain that day. We were asking them, do you know where you are? Do you need any water, any clothing? They couldn't really understand us because they didn't speak much English. We do believe they may be Western European or Eastern European, he continued. I was watching this lady slipping around. Another climber told Blades and Clay that he'd spent several minutes helping the woman from the group who was carrying a dog. The woman had to be helped down step by step due to being frozen up with no gloves, no crampons, and she was also suffering with a panic attack. Okay, so these two young men did that. Now, I would like to follow on with, we've got a picture there. It's not a brilliant picture. You might not be able to make it out too well, but they're only young lads.
Those are 2 boys.
Yeah, well equipped with their gear.
I'll show you the picture.
So, once they got those people down, and went back to sort themselves down, they started coming across more and more unprepared people. Right? We were finding all sorts of group of people. Rowan pointed one group out to me, and it was like, oh, in his own words, oh my days. Blades, whose father was an experienced hiker, saying, I'm extremely shocked. We couldn't believe in what we were seeing. These people just did not have any clothing or equipment. So
that's what these people were doing.
Yeah.
That climbing this sort of terrain in that weather in jeans and trainers.
So the boys helped the group down Striding Edge in a zigzag pattern, with the operation taking about 30 minutes for them to reach a path that would get the people to the local village. Okay. So in total, they came across 3 other groups and stayed on the mountain for an extra 9 minutes, leaving little time before sunset. One of the groups didn't even have any torches with them. Okay.
Well done, lads.
So I would like to say to both those lads, well done. You're heroes in your own right. You had the right knowledge, the right equipment. You were in the right place, and you did what it took. So they got all they got was a little local mention in the local paper. It's quite funny.
Easter, not Easter.
Yeah, it's quite funny in this modern world how a couple of young lads like that save not just one group but several groups, people's lives. And it's not really newsworthy, is it? Well, I'll shout the news out here. I will actually tell them that. Well done, guys.
It wasn't ITV.
It did make it onto ITV, did it?
Yeah, and BBC. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good.
Well, Mike, what we'll do is people do it all the time. Like, we had one a couple of years back. A bloke took his 2-year-old up Ben Nevis.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can find out some more information about the follow-up on what happened there.
I'll see if I can do a video on it. I'll try and chuck a video together.
Yeah, definitely definitely candidates for the Pride of Britain award.
Definitely. And it just goes to show it can happen to you. Can come across anything. One of the reasons we prep, one of the reasons we practice, one of the reasons we train isn't just ourselves. I've often had people that I'm training or I'm working with say, oh yeah, well, I'd just leave them. No, you wouldn't. Human nature won't let you do that. Human nature means that you want to help other people. The human nature, the right thing to do, what is morally right, the thing to hold a hand out to somebody who is struggling, drowning, dying. Okay, it's what you do. These lads have trained, practiced their art of mountain survival for their own skills and ability to save those other people. So that's another reason why we do practice these skills. We learn the technology, we learn the science behind it. We equip ourselves in such a manner that we know that not only can we save ourselves and stop ourselves being a casualty, giving more time for the emergency services to get stuck in, we could also help ourselves. I
believe the older lad, his father started teaching him climbing when he was 4.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah. So it's one of those things, isn't it? It's learning simple things like understanding things like hypothermia, understanding the cold, how it affects your body, testing yourself as well. I mean, it's all good to say you've got all the theory, but do you know how hard it is to do something once your fingers are that cold that you lose your dexterity? And how would you deal with that? I watched a very good video. I'm really sorry to the guy. I've got to go back, find it and share it. He did a video this week on feather sticks. He said, are feather sticks a good survival tool? And he actually showed they weren't. He said, he froze his hands, put his hands in cold buckets of water for a set time, took them out once he lost dexterity and tried to make feather sticks, and it was a struggle. He then did it again, repeat the procedure, and instead of making feather sticks, just made shavings into a pile, caught them on a neckerchief, and then made the fire from that. It saved him time.
Sam saw that one.
Yeah, so it's that old thing in a survival situation. Don't necessarily get caught up in the bushcrafty technique. go to the methodology that is going to work most efficiently for what you need. I put a comment on this video. I said it's a brilliant video. Thank you for showing it. It's really, really cool. The only thing I said to him was, no, excuse me, that's Bailey comes the dog. I'll go whisk down, sort him out in a minute. But that's why I carry cotton balls and Vaseline. It's a quick backup in an emergency. It's what you need.
Yeah, like I said, it's very hard to open packets, even strike matches when you've got really cold hands. But yeah. But it just begs belief. I mean, it's bad enough you take yourself out unequipped. I mean, trainers in the snow, you know, really, and it's bad enough. But you took your dog as well, a little dog. You know, it didn't choose to go out in that weather. I mean, most of us dog owners and that will not. If it looks bad and it's got a wind chill or stupid, especially places like Wales and Scotland and that, some of the high mountains, you don't take your animals out like that. I mean, and to go with no equipment, no nothing, no water, no chance of having a hot drink, no gloves. I mean, you've got to be a bit, yeah, a little bit lights on no one's at home.
Exactly. So that's what I had for his walk. Yeah, know and understand yourself as much as you know and understand your environments.
Michelle.
A wind chill of stupid. Oh yeah.
Oh, you found the link to that one, Frank's Free Dog.
Cheers, mate. Right.
Yeah, it's easier to build a fire to stay warm than one to defrost. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly that. Exactly that. So practice those skills. So I'm going to crack open. I'm being a good boy tonight.
And a good girl. Look, we're on the zeros.
Yeah.
But it is Thatcher's.
Yeah. So I thought I'd try a 0 alcohol cider tonight.
Oh no, it says Magnus on my glass.
Just to try something different. So, because I'm doing a lot of driving at the moment, and obviously I don't want any alcohol in my system.
I mean, you see when these places have got these wind chills. I mean, even when you get out the car, you're going to think, nah. Well, you'd like to think you get out the car and say, nah, we'll stay down low, not go right at the top there.
Let's see what this tastes like.
And what is your tipple of today then, Natty?
Oh, nice. Ain't too bad.
Ooh. I need frost over the top then.
Cheers, mate. Nice. Frosty Jacks.
Oh,
nice.
Like Frosty Jacks, but yeah, first time trying these.
That's not bad.
So 0.3.
Yeah. So
it isn't 0, but it's close as damn it, isn't it?
I'm standby for response at the minute. And like I say, I'm driving a lot, so I didn't want to have any alcohol.
Oh, that's
tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, so
it's like a fizzy sort of apple press.
And it means Cass can have it with her meds. So, how romantic can you be? Mickey's romantic, you know.
Oh,
so,
orange Baileys.
Orange Baileys. Oh,
I quite like the strawberry one.
Yeah. So we get back to it. I mean, this is something I'm doing at the moment for work in my vehicle. My vehicle is equipped as it always would be.
Sounds good, Sam.
I'm up and down the country. Sometimes I'm out driving 300-400 miles. I've started carrying all my cameras with me. Now, strictly speaking, at work, I'm not supposed to film because the people I work for don't want me filming there because they're what they're doing. But I did say to Kaz, especially where the weather's been just lately, if anything happens, I get stuck anywhere or anything like that, I want the cameras with me. I want to document it. So it also, you never know. You might get a video from Mick stuck in a flood or surrounded by trees. You never know.
Meds and Pepsi next, yeah. It said next to your scooter. It said, evening, Kiwi. I have got a little notebook, my positive potato with me tonight.
The little black knife behind me, that one I take it you mean, is actually one of my favourites. Okay, out of the whole Mora range, this is in actual fact pretty much my number 2, which is that one. It's the whittling knife. Okay, it's a carving knife, but it actually works as a fantastic boning knife and game knife if you need to. It's a nice, short, very pointed, sharp blade. So it's great for game preparation, boning out and things like that, as well as a whittler. Great little knife. And again, for the money, you can't go wrong. The other nice thing is if you're doing a lot of game preparation, food preparation, nice thing with the Mora, there's nowhere to get any debris into. There's no gaps. It's a formed handle. So cleaning it is nice. Yeah.
I actually saw a patch yesterday that actually says it's not like a knife user or something. So you put on your stuff.
Well, here's an interesting one for you as well. So some of the gear's in.
Yes,
some
it
of
is.
the gear's in. So,
and that's one of the t-shirts actually.
Yes,
we're trying that one out.
So I'm trying this t-shirt out from a company at the moment.
And on the reverse, it's got.
So I'm trying that out. Now that was the first hat we got, which you've all seen. We reordered, and
these come out.
Yeah, these came out like that.
I actually like the darker, the actual yellow, because in that one it's quite.
So those are going to be the hats that we're actually selling. Okay. And we've been working very, very hard. Now, I listened to what everybody said the other week when I was talking about the EDC kits. And
Mike.
I sat and I listened, and yes, you were right. I wear mine on a chain because it goes on with my old dog tags. I had a chat to a lot of people, and a lot of people said to me, yes, Mickey, great idea, but really a lot of people don't want something around their neck. And I said, well, I want it to be something that if you go out, you got it with you. And then people just said to me, keys, Mick. Nearly everybody carries keys. Nearly everybody has a key fob. Nearly everybody takes car keys, house keys, whatever keys with them. Put it on a key ring. So what we've come up with is 2 variations.
I'm good, thank you. Much better. I'm in a better place.
So 2 variations like that. So that's the dog tag, which will come blank, so you can have that engraved with whatever you want.
That one can be engraved or stamped, whichever you prefer.
Kaz had to do a lot of research to find those as well. They're stainless steel. So the idea is you can put a
thank you, John.
Emergency number, an ICE number on there, and on the reverse put your details on there. Also, because it's a keychain, you'll get one of the genuine Hampshire Outdoors and Survival fobs, which you can take off and throw away if you want, or do what you want with it. You'll get the beta light, micro light, okay, which absolutely brilliant bit of kit, and you'll get the emergency whistle.
In black or
got
black or orange.
Ferro rod. Okay, that's the first one time that one's been struck, so I had to take the coating off it. So somebody's going to get one that's already been struck. But those we're doing in an OD green or an emergency orange. So those are those. We're going to be knocking them out at a tenner a piece. Okay.
They're they can't really. I'm really pleased with those. And so you got that's the noise buffer thing, so it won't make lots of tingly noises.
The idea is,
right, I'll put that one down for you, Lee. I've got you down
if you wish to. And it's one of the things I was thinking about doing on one of these is highly polish the back edge. Okay, and you've then got yourself a lens or a reflector for signalling. So you can multi-use it. The idea is...
Yes, Lefty, we will. Just got to find how much the postage will be, my love.
Yeah. So these are based on what I've carried for the last 3 to 4 years. I've carried one of these. I've got it on a chain, which obviously you could get something, put it around your neck if you want. It's been my go-to. And I've only changed the beta light in the last couple of months. Okay. That is literally, because it's not something you're using every day, but the amount of times it's come in handy is absolutely ridiculous. Car breakdowns going under the bonnet. lights not working in toilets, whatever, it's there. But again, it just gives you something with you. It gives a basis to an everyday carry.
Yeah, John, we have got a couple of mugs coming, because what we're doing, we're getting to the samples first, seeing which ones we like. The hats they seem to like the more yellow one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Right, and that's the thing, is I get it in. It's like the t-shirt. I'm beasting this t-shirt, see what it's like.
Yeah, it's been washing it.
Okay.
It's a night.
It's a man-made material. It's like a surf shirt, basically. It's quite breathable. It's quite warm. It dries really quickly. The idea being it would be a base layer, something like that. But everything we're getting in, I'm not just going to buy stuff in and flog it. I'm buying it, getting it in, and it's got to come to my standards. The dog tags, we've already sent back 3 different manufacturers' dog tags. They didn't come up to the standards. We have one company that sent some of these, a whole batch of these. They did not come up to standards. The ferro rods.
And we have some of these, and you'd be better off with a line made of cotton. You know, it was,
And as you say, there's a big old bunch on there, because at the moment we are waiting for
we've got a ring camera
to come. But, so you can.
Yeah, I'll be weighing them and doing the working out how much the postage and that is at the moment tomorrow. So what I will do, I'll be emailing all the people that have put in. Hello, Willow. Put the orders in and let everyone know. Yeah,
we'll get them out to you.
Hello, Willow.
And again,
thanks, Bailey.
Cheers, Bailey. Thanks, mate. The idea being is we're not, and I will be honest with you, we're not making a fortune on any of this kit, but it makes a couple of quid off of the set. It makes a couple of quid off the hats, and all that can then be pulled back into the channel, so that maybe I can take a day off to do some filming.
Well, I've got some a few t-shirts. We're going to do. We might sort of do a monthly sort of special, and have a certain amount of the t-shirts, and then rather than have loads.
We're not like.
It's 10 for the 10 each for the cat, and 10 for the cat, and 10 for the EDC.
Yeah. So we're not like Pudding's Fad Shop, where we're going to a manufacturer and producing hundreds of these things. We're literally doing small numbers. I'm looking at doing a t-shirt at the moment. Some of you have seen the picture of Willow in the military get-up carrying the rifle. I'd like to do a t-shirt with that on the back, which is going just with a catch line, the way of the Willow.
We have got a couple of the key fobs coming, and they're Willow dressed as his soldier, with his gun and that.
Just a bit of fun. You know, I was looking at doing some sort of smiley t-shirts, not necessarily with the logos on, but maybe do some t-shirts that are funny. Hampshire Outdoors and Survival, sort of there. And then on the back, I have one.
Stealth messages, my love.
Yeah, make yourself happy. Yeah, craft a bush and rub your stick. It's, and as Cass said, though, you can't go quite that far. Wilderness Willow, I like it.
Yeah, there is what I'm really doing, Lefty. I'll be sending out an email to everybody, and on the email we'll have the photographs of the items and the prices until we get to here.
Because we're going to do it all ourselves. We're not going to chuck a fortune out to a company that's not going to put quality up that we're prepared to back up.
Yeah. I think Willow with the bandana around the head, you know, and all that.
Yeah. In actual fact, what we can do, if what have I done with the bit of paper with the email address on?
Of course, you're on the list, John. Don't worry. Thanks, Gary. No, we have taken in. Thing is, we will be doing these ones now. Later on, we'll put the prices up slightly, but the ones now we will make a little bit on it for the channel. But it also means that you, our followers, are our you're our every week. And so no, don't worry, we're
don't worry.
Of course, Sam.
So there we go. So any of you that's interested, if you haven't got it already, That's hampshireoutdoors@mail.com. Send us an email. Let us know what you're interested in, your details. Give us your email address. Kaz will contact you. And that's the other thing. It's a bit long-winded doing it ourselves that way. Yeah. But it makes sure that we're happy with quality. We're happy with what we're doing. And you're happy. That's the most important thing.
We've got, at the moment, we've got some quite nice mobile phone cases. They are really... we've got some mobile phone cases. I've got some bottle holders coming. We have got a few t-shirts already. I don't know you've seen Mick wearing the bushcraft hoodie. Well, we've actually got 4 t-shirts. We've got one that's in a maroon, but it says bushcraft on it with the bushcraft and the axe on it, and the other one is a dark green, and we've got another one that's bushcraft. But as I say, the t-shirt he's got on tonight, he's been wearing that to pieces and put it through the wash, because we were concerned that because it's that sort of rubberized, sort of plasticky stuff, that it might not work too well with the washing machine. But it's doing really well, and a lot of the t-shirts, if he gets them, I actually turn the t-shirts inside out if they've got anything on the front, or but we quite like the fact it had the small badge on the front and the larger badge on the back. So I don't know, we had any feedback from it, that'd be great. Thank you very much. Well, at the moment they do large, they do small, medium, large, extra large, XXL, and I think it's triple XL is the sizes that they go up to.
Ooh. So, Kaz says that's the foam pouches we're looking at. Cordura. They are padded and soft on the inside.
So that stops your screen getting Can I buy the one that Mickey's personally wearing? That will get a discount for free warning. But yeah, these are really.
But what we've got to have a look at is the sizes, because I think for something like Kaz's phone with its case, it's going to be a bit small.
But I think it's the bottom's flattened out as well. Yeah. So I mean,
this is one of the things that we got to look at is.
So we'll go in a little bit
it's too tight in that one. So again, we're testing stuff to oblivion. One of the things we have got in stock at the moment, we will be stocking, is those. Okay, go in your med kit.
Yeah.
And also for
so you can actually put them on the bag that you've got the med kit in.
And I also, because I've done it for years, and Kaz thought it was a good idea, she found a company that produces these. So we've only got the O negative and O positive in at the moment, but both sides. I've got
quite a few. I've got 5 each of those. But I've got the A negative and the A plus, and if there's any that have you got a specific blood group that I haven't got, just let me know.
So again, it's one of those little things just to have on your kit.
That is, yeah.
And these, I said to Kaz, I said I'm looking for a little tent light for me swag, and this I'm quite impressed with at the moment. It's rechargeable, charges on a USB-C. But it gives you 3 settings there. I've yet to take it out and test it. I want to see how long it lasts and that. But what I did like on it is on the side here, if you push and hold, you've got a lower powered LED light. If you push and hold it, it gives you a red and blue light.
That's red and blue.
And it will also give you an emergency strobe light. And again, we've said this before. But in a lot of places that's illegal. It is. But enough to get attention quickly. especially if you're walking down a really dark road.
Because you've got it in your hand, what I'll do is I'll hold it that way, so you can just turn that off. So yeah, that it's got those sort of clips there, so you can hang it up like that. So you can have that in your hammock or in your tent, and that'll give you quite a. It's where's the thing for that one?
Just push it. Just push it once.
Oh yeah. See that? So it give you quite a nice sort of light, and also that means you put it like that. Sorry, but and it comes with a it's a USB chargeable one as well.
So we're trying lots of little things like that, okay? Because again, it's quite often in this world today. It is. I've done it. I order something like that. It turns out to be absolutely pants. Anything you buy via us. I've
Simon. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's what I'm looking at doing is actually setting up the website. So I might need a bit of help with that. But yeah, I've got to set up a website for us. I thought I'd done it. Obviously, I hadn't.
No.
I failed miserably. So any of you web designers out there, if you're interested in coming around, having an afternoon, having a brew, and give me a hand setting up a website, it would be...
So both sides, and again with your medical bag as well.
Jace, let me put it to you this way. You say set it up, it's easy, right? Bear in mind, this is a guy that when he did his explosives course, and his instructor had to take him to one side and go, don't worry about working out the amounts. Just remember, you can never have too much. As long as what you've blown up has gone away and has been broken, it will do. So I tend to even count using the troll technique, which is one too many, too many. It's as simple as that. So it's, although I can do the anti-tetherer, but some of you will be going, what the f is he talking about? It's an old English sheep counting technique.
But yeah, obviously when I send out the emails to everyone with the list, it'll have the postage and packaging on for UK, etc.
Yeah, and Kaz is going to be doing a line in combat bras. Okay, built-in pockets, gear, armor, protection, or I said fire strikers, temperature testers, and all the rest of it. So you know, it's we think, oh, what can we do for the ladies? So yeah. That's Mickey taking the mick. We're not going to be doing a line of combat bras.
Yeah. Will it be bulletproof? I don't know, but you could have it could be dangerous if I turn around too fast. You know,
somebody's all out with that. But yeah, so and again, so
these are just
it's to give you guys a taster. It's also to get feedback from you guys that I trust. You know, you've become the family, you're part of the community. I know you've got my back as much as I'd have yours. So,
yes, Bill, we will be doing proper man size. Yeah.
Oh, mate, Bill. Okay. When you've got broad shoulders and a broad middle, okay.
It is, isn't it, Mike?
I need man sizes.
At the moment, it's just they're only coming through in that particular colour, isn't it?
Yeah. At the moment, the hats are literally that is.
It's like a grey with it's like a beige.
Yeah.
And
I wanted something that was pretty much. I didn't want camouflage. Didn't want black. I wanted something that could look like a well-worn trucker's hat. I wanted something that after a couple of months wear, once you've got that nice bit of fraying on the front and that, it looks like you've had it a while. I hate brand new hats. I hate hats that look like somebody's just taken it
grown up size, yeah.
Thing. So it's and again, in looking at the hats, the companies, we've got Velcro fastenings. None of these have Velcro fastenings. Basically,
okay, Jason.
It's a proper brass clip there with a pocket that the tail slots into, so that you can adjust it to fit. Why? Because I hate Velcro, right? it clogs up, it gets manky, and then 3 months down the road, that hat that you've fallen in love with has to be thrown away, or you sew a bit of elastic in. So we had to look for the quality, and I did on my one. Okay, so there's one downside with all these hats. Most of you will have come across it before. Okay,
so
I had to see if I could remove it. Now, whenever they manufacture these hats, they put this nipple on the top. This nipple has a metal pin on the inside. You put it on your head, you stand up underneath something, you go into a bunker or something, that really bloody hurts. Okay, a pair of side cutters, no pin on the inside, nothing on the outside.
You can always stick your nipple back on with a bit of super glue.
Yeah. So if you're like me and you don't want a nipple on your head, a pair of side cutters.
Right, Jason would like to know, he said, is it possible? Oh, bugger, sorry.
Likewise, if there's anything else you think, guys, you ought to get these in or those in, give me a shout.
Honor Jason said, I need some expertise on canvas care and treatment. Perhaps you could talk about that sometimes, please.
I'll do a video on it. I'll do a video on it just for you, Jason.
Right, Jason.
I'll get Kaz to make a note of that, and there will be a video coming up on how I care for canvas, how I look after canvas. I'm actually looking around at the moment. I'm looking for a proper heavy canvas sheet, a truck sheet, because I've got a plan. I've got a cunning plan, Baldrick. And I love canvas over all the modern materials because of its durability. I love canvas because, yes, it doesn't catch fire as easily as modern materials. Modern materials are great. They're waterproof. You know, they will not leak on you. They shed water on anything. Slight spark, there's a hole. Canvas, you get embers drop on it. You can flick them off. You can remove them. They don't just burst straight through it. You can proof it, treat it, and if you look after it, they're almost rot resistant. But they've got to be looked after. Simplest tip I can give you with canvas is this: when you're finished with it, dry it. Dry it. If it's got dirt on it, let it dry. Brush the dirt off. Okay. Don't use too hard a brush on it because it damages the fibers. You just want to literally look after it like you would a pair of good boots, okay? And don't treat them all the time. A lot of people treat their canvas, they treat the canvas, and then they treat the canvas, okay? You don't need to go mad on it. The idea with canvases is that the fibers, when they get wet, they expand and they close off all those little tiny pores in it. Okay, so even an untreated canvas, if it's at the right angle, as it gets wet, it will become waterproof itself. That's how lorry or truck canvases work. And if you look at things like the Land Rovers, old military tents and that, some of those weren't treated for donkey's years and were on the vehicle out in all weathers. And yes, you might get a little bit of moisture on the inside, but once that canvas has soaked up that water and expanded, that was it. Proof on it. And my biggest tell for me, we had a 1973 Series 3 lightweight with a canvas on it. I decided middle of winter that I needed to make it warmer, so I put a single cab on it. The single cab was colder than the canvas. The aluminium skin transferred heat.
Yeah, it's so close to your skin as well, doesn't it?
So canvas does have that ability to block heat better than say nylon, sil nylon, things like that. It tends to trap it and hold it a lot better. Downside of it is it's heavy.
Tarmac sheets.
Excellent.
Use paint old canvas.
Yeah, you can paint canvas. The military used to paint camouflage patterns onto canvas. Planes, canvas aircraft, the Spitfire. They used a formula called dope, which was basically a glue, and that was painted onto the canvas and makes the canvas rigid. So, yeah, there's lots of ways you can do it. The wax and the fire, John, I won't worry about it too much, mate. It's not as flammable as you would think. It is pretty resistant. When obviously if you throw it on the fire, it will eventually burn. But yeah. As Simon said there, 4-tonner. Old 4-tonner, lorry, the old Bedford, okay, with the canvas on it. Yeah, you got a cooker going inside that, or you got 30 blokes sat in there.
Yeah.
Just their body heat would be trapped and it would warm you up. Absolutely brilliant. Max, excellent, Max. Well, yeah. So if anybody knows of where I can get, I'm looking for, ideally, in a perfect world, something like a 10-foot by 10-foot, or even better still, 20-foot by 10-foot, okay, canvas top, lorry top, the sort of old-fashioned canvas tops used to throw over the lorries and tie down. Not worried if it's a little bit damaged. I don't care what colour it is, but I'm looking for a top. So if anybody comes across one of those in their travels, hit us up on the email, and I'll come and get it. Yeah, Thompson's water seal. Yeah.
So you think, Natty, all the military stuff was made of canvas, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's the durability of the material.
Yeah.
You know, the only reason that we're issued with the modern tarp shelter made out of material is because one man's got to carry it along with all his kit. If you really wanted to go back in time, canvas is the way to go.
I remember as kids we used to have the little white tents. It looked like the
I'm on the way, Jace.
the ones that the army used to use in the American art. The white tents.
So the bell tents.
Yeah, no, not a bell tent.
The pup tents.
Is that what a pup tent is?
Yeah, the round ones.
No, just like a normal triangle.
Oh, bridge tent.
Yeah, like that, but just that's what he's like the old cowboy and Indian. You know, they used to see the army. That's what they used to have. Yeah, we had one of those. We had two of those actually.
Yeah, can't go wrong with a bit of canvas. It's I mean, I've got a couple of plush placards. I've got the
Evening Lavoo
Polish ones. That canvas is absolutely brilliant. You just it traps heat. It helps. I mean, don't get me wrong.
John said you get Dan to pick up a bunch of Russian plush placards.
I tell you what.
He was saying that it's cheaper for us to buy like Czech army surplus here than it is for him to buy it in the Czech Republic.
And a lot of stuff at the moment in that part of Europe is being either held back in store for obvious reasons, or being shipped to people for obvious reasons. I'm not going to get into the politics of it all, but
that's it, like sharp stealth, exactly.
Yeah.
The trouble is, all the bloody insects used to be inside it. Yes, Lavoo, I loved your little pony in the stream. You always get one, don't you? They always get a pony that likes to kick up the water. I was watching a video yesterday, and not only was it water, but it was muddy water, and it was a chestnut horse, and it was absolutely covered from head to tail in caked on mud, where it just gone in the corner of its corral bit. It was just digging in the water and the mud.
When I was 15, being down Martin Liz, used to have two ponies. Well, she had a pony and a horse, that amongst many, but she had an old pony called Sea Witch, who was absolutely beautiful. She had a brilliant character, and they used to use her for the rides. And on one of the rides, she used to come down and go through just a little shallow streamed area, and they had a horse called Havoc, and Havoc was still fairly new to us. Now, Havoc was not going to go through the water. And it was quite funny to watch this big horse stood there looking at this water, absolutely terrified, going, no, not going near it. And to have old Sea Witch just plod through it, and she literally looked at him, and I still remember it, she literally looked at him and went, twat. Yeah. Just kept walking, it wouldn't bother her at all.
You're right. Andy was saying that your EDC kit would tie into a SAS smock rocket. That's just it. You can you don't have to attach it to your keys. You can attach it to your bag, or like you said, with the the cordage you got in the SAS smock.
Bill's palm and needle. Yeah, he's a sail maker by trade. Now there's a craft.
Oh yeah.
Now that is a craft. Absolute. Yeah. Sail maker. Yeah.
Have you ever been? I don't know. You've been to near the Gulf of Aden Way.
Near it. Near it. That's all I'll ask that. I did notice the comment, but I'm not. I don't. Yeah. It's all my
Lee.
past.
We actually had a ferret called Havoc, and she was an absolute Christmas tree tailed monster.
Yeah, Havoc was a handful. Lovely horse, just Havoc by name, Havoc by nature. Yeah, when we were looking at phone carriers, see what we were, what I'd used for many years. What I'd used for many years, and was the one Tigris one.
Yeah, I've seen that. Look at that one. Oops, sorry. It says, you can read it. It says, "Beware of old men in dangerous professions."
So that was my phone case for a long time. It's gotten a little bit worn now, a little bit tired, but we were looking for something along that lines. The difference between that one and this one.
It's got that. Well, that it hasn't got much of
Yeah, that one's elasticated in the sides, and that one isn't. That's the difference.
I'll do the internal measurements, but I mean,
I'll tell you what that would do for. All right, I'll tell you where.
Be good for a torch
or a
knife,
immediate action kit. So you put a tourniquet in that. I make perfect tourniquet carry. Let's have a look whilst we're here. This is how Mickey works things out. Spare tourniquets.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, you get a tourniquet in there and an Israeli dressing.
Yeah.
So you get a small Israeli dressing in there and a tourniquet.
Well, that more a knife would go in there, would it?
Yeah. Or you put a fire lighting kit in there, put a tin in there, fire lighting kit. Oh, there's 101 things you could do with it.
I just liked it because it's the canvas is quite tough and doesn't look like it would. Because sometimes when you open Velcro and that, you feel after a while that the Velcro is going to give way, but it's nicely sewn in there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nicely put together, and that's one of the importance for us. Keep a few frogs and bog roll in there. Yeah, it's an essential thing.
Or the packets of toilet. Yeah. I never understand why anyone would take a roll of toilet roll, because if you get them wet, you know what it's like. It's just like a sponge. Whereas if you had the packets like they put in the your 24-hour rations, they always put the little Kleenex, don't they? The little Kleenex packets, and you can get those in sort of packs of 5 from a lot of like Poundlands and things like that.
Gulf of Aden, eh? Yes, it's always warm. Yeah. Anyhow. Yes. Let's see. So we're going. Where are we going?
Oh, me.
Tourniquets and Israelis already open, ready to go. Exactly.
Yeah.
Never
having a packet because, like I say, if it's cold or you're trying to get it out in a hurry, you won't do it.
Dressings. Yeah. Major dressings, major bleed kit. Unwrap it. Don't worry about it being sterile. Worry about it being able to do the job and get into it in a hurry when you need it. At the end of the day, it's one of the basics. I mean, this I just ordered.
Yeah, well,
I did the short, so there you go. 1-inch roll Gorilla Tape. Okay, and I stand by what I said on that short. If there's one item that I want in all my kits, okay, with me at all times, it's that. It's a fire lighter. Deals with dressings, wounds, repairs clothes, fixes cars, stops leaks, fixes pipes. There is 1,001 things you can do with it. And yeah, it's £4 a roll, but that roll will last me 2, 3, 4 years, and every time I use it, I'll be grateful for it.
Mm.
People often say to me, why don't you get the wider rolls? Well, the problem with the wider rolls is invariably you end up cutting a 1-inch strip off of it or tearing a 1-inch strip off of it because it's all you need. It's the opposite to dressings.
Yeah.
Okay. Big dressings treat little wounds.
Lavoo, you had to use some tape like that because your top thing ripped, didn't it?
Yeah, and get the best quality you can. I mean, I'm not saying you have to get Gorilla Tape. I've just found that Gorilla Tape works really, really well in almost all situations. And of course, remember, whenever you use it, tab it. And because when you need it in an emergency and you're sitting there going...
Just a word of warning, do not buy the Temu version of it. Because I bought some of that to fix... so I had some rips on the seat of my old little scooter, my shopping scooter. So I put some of that on that, and it just kept leaking out all the sticky stuff, didn't it?
Yeah.
So I had to actually buy a waterproof cover to put over the top of it, because every time I sat on it, I stuck my backside to it. Yeah. And it was rubbish.
And cut it. Don't do it with your teeth. Okay. Last summer, I had a roll of this and I was given a demonstration on using it for fire lighting. So I was tearing off small pieces. So I pulled it out, bit it, pulled it off, and tore the skin off the inside of my lip with it. It
that's what
does stick really well.
Lavoo, he used Gorilla Tape, repair his tarps in emergencies. Hasn't failed yet. Yeah. It's expensive, but I think it's not a false economy, is it? You buy Gorilla Tape, you know that it's going to do what you want it to do.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's certain things you just don't waste, don't short the money on. It's like first aid kits. Don't buy knockoff dressings. Don't buy cheap Chinese tourniquets. It's one of those things. Spend the money on those things that you're going to rely on. You can afford to cheap out on other bits and pieces. Yeah, of course you can. But always, when it comes to like emergency kit, EDC kit, emergency kit, buy the best quality that you can afford. Okay. Exactly, John. Yeah. You're going to pop smoke, are you? Yeah. Index.
Excellent. Steph said the clear Gorilla Tape's been holding his rear light on his motorbike for 5 years now.
Brilliant.
Well, that's an advert for you, isn't it, Steph?
Yeah. Well, I was looking at the roll of clear, and I was actually, because I've always bought the black, and I was actually thought, oh, I should have to get that. I have to get a... Now you're persuading me. I'll get a roll of the clear for exactly that. I'm moving vehicles, trailers, and things all the time, and it happens. Light lenses and that do get cracked. They do get broken. They do get knocked. If you've got clear tape, you can fix it, and you've got no issues.
No, just don't put it on a hairy arm, as Lee Michelle said.
Yes, it will take care of. What do you think happened to my head?
Can you imagine, for a joke, giving it to your friend, wrapping some round, putting a bit on the wrong way round on a piece of like a cotton bud, and getting your mate to stick it up their nose?
You just... Kaz was near wetting herself the other day watching a video of somebody that was using wax compounds to pull the hairs out their nose, watching the reaction. She thought it was hilarious. Me, I don't have that problem anymore. I've gone to using the cigarette lighter method for keeping the hairs out. It was a lady that was doing it. Yeah. And you can't pull it out your... I've never done it. Yeah. But I don't see why you do it. But those sort of things like wax, you cannot pull it off yourself. You have to get someone else to do it. Yeah. Do you want to? I reckon if you done it to someone, they'd completely take all the skin off the inside of their nose. Thing is, John, right? A vac in orbit, a pop smoke, they'll identify for the LZ. Yeah, but the thing is, mate,
I know the show was going so well.
Yeah. Are you covertly exfiltrating? So, is it going to be that morning that they all come in, they look around the office and they go, "Oh no, where is he? Where's he gone?" Or are you going out in a blaze of glory? In with the baseball bat, beat the life out of the equipment, throw it over your shoulder, and just make for the door.
Yeah, you can tell that Kaz is in a better place.
Yeah. Yeah, and thank you all for all the support the other week.
Thank you very much.
It really did help. It really did help pick her up. It's having friends, and this is why we're able to do this. This is why I feel confident enough in spending the money to get a bit of kit in to knock it on. It's not just to help support the channel, but it's also helps other people. I mean, I would love to think in a few years somebody sends me a video saying, "Hey Mickey, that EDC kit that I bought off you, I've had on my keychain for 4 years, never bloody used it once and it worked." You know, that will be the one that makes me go, yes. Laughing, shining, and glowing, always.
Yeah, the amount that I've seen of the men running out the door when they've had the first one pulled out because they refused to have the second one done is
Exactly. Right, that's fair enough, John. I get that. A Mickey wax? No. Right, Mickey is, shall we say, hair soup. Under the t-shirt, if Kaz doesn't hit me with the weed whacker occasionally, I turn into a silverback gorilla.
He does.
Okay, I am one of these super hairy dudes. Right, it is hideous. I hate it. Right,
it's literally rough. It's about an inch or two around his neck.
I grow a coat. I mean, that on your back. I mean, those are like 3 inches long. On my back,
it's heat. They stick out,
on my
and they actually come around. It's like
I am part werewolf. It is.
He looks like he's got a hairy wombat climbing out his t-shirts.
I mean, we sit there, we talk about nettle cordage for making bow arrows and all the rest of it, bows. Okay, I don't need to do that, right? If I waited around long enough, pluck a handful of pubic hair, it comes out 9 inches long. I've only got to plait it together, and I've got a crossbow.
Jason said you got your secret Tinder stash. Can you imagine getting blowtorch? Whoom!
I don't. There has been times I've been near a fire, and I've thought to myself, "You be careful, you silly old sod." The Yorkshire Yeti.
That's what on the head went. Yeah, it's what it is. It's how going down south.
Gravity is not my friend. But that's just it's just the way it is. And the stupid thing is, all the time that I was able to grow hair on my head, right, I was like Mr. Clean. There
was not a hair on him.
Not a hair on my chest.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't have overly hairy legs or anything. As soon as the hair starts disappearing on the head, the body decides, oh, we need to make up for that. Let's sprout it everywhere else.
They just grow every part of his ear. It's weird.
It's just crazy things. I mean, this time of year, don't get me wrong, it actually does me a favour. It does keep you warmer.
Yeah, American Werewolf in London. But they do one in Paris as well, don't they?
Yeah. But in the summer, I've got a set of clippers, little beard clippers, and in the summer, Kaz hits me back, hits my arms, hits my chest, you know, hits anywhere else that needs trimming and tidying. And it just, you notice it keeps you cool. Ear hair. Don't, mate.
It's not just in the ear, it's on the ear. It's you men. Weird.
Yeah. She sits there now and again, she'll go, hang on, and like that, and the old earlobe goes up like that, and you're like, oh!
It's just these bits, that bits, that bits.
And I tell you, do you remember the Tom and Jerry cartoon? The Tom and Jerry cartoon where Jerry kept running up and pulling on the whiskers. No, it wasn't. It was his grandfather or something. He kept playing the guitar. Froggy went to corn.
He did right. Crambo.
That's it. And every time he pulled one of them, the cat's whiskers out, it went. I hear that sound every time Kaz goes, oh, hang on, you've got a hair in your ear. I hear.
John, that's the thing. It's just, we're just like home in on it.
Yeah. Just make you. I'm getting all sweaty now. It's just about to come.
You can't get it first time. You get ding, 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 ding.
Oh, jeez.
I rebooted.
How you doing, mate? Sorry I didn't make your life along today. It was I had a bit of a hectic day on, mate. So I sort of made a moment to dive in, say hi. Hope you're really good. Hey, anyhow, so what I should do, because there's a few more of you in now, and I shall go through it again for you. Yeah. So, as part of our new plan to be more
John,
more involving with everybody, here is
the radars.
Your prepper risk list for weather and events forecasts for the next 7 days. This is a practical summary of potential weather-related and environmental risks across the United States, Europe, and the United Kingdom for the upcoming week. Okay. United States, Midwest, Northeast. Severe winter storms. Risk level is high. Details: Arctic air mass bringing heavy snow, ice, and sub-zero wind chills. Travel disruptions and power outages possible. Preparation tips: stock heating fuel, check generators, insulate any bare pipes, and prepare your vehicle and home emergency kits. Pacific Northwest. Heavy rain and flooding. Risk level moderate. Details: persistent rain systems may cause localized flooding and landslides in low-lying or mountainous areas. Preparation tips: clear drainage drains, monitor flood alerts, and avoid travel through flooded or valley roads. Southern Plains. Tornado potential. The risk level is moderate. Details: unseasonably warm air rising to meet cold fronts could trigger isolated severe storms and tornadoes. Preparation tips: review your shelter plans, test the weather radios, and secure outdoor items. Europe. Central and Eastern Europe. Cold snap and snow. Risk level is high. Details: temperatures are dropping well below seasonal averages with snow accumulation in Germany, Poland, and the Balkans. Preparation tips: prepare for heating demands, protect livestock, and ensure vehicle readiness for icy conditions. Western Europe. Coastal winds and rain. Risk level moderate. Details: Atlantic low pressure systems are bringing strong winds and heavy rain to France and the Low Countries and northern Spain. Secure outdoor structures, monitor travel advisories, and prepare for possible power interruptions. Northern Italy and Alpine regions. River flooding. Risk level moderate. Snowmelt combined with rain may rise river levels. Preparation tips: stay informed on local flood warnings and prepare evacuation routes if near rivers. United Kingdom. Southwestern UK. Risk level moderate. Wind and rain. Details: repeated Atlantic fronts bringing gusts of up to 60 miles an hour and heavy rainfall. Check roof integrity, secure loose items, and prepare for short-term power cuts. Midlands and Northern UK. Frost and ice warning. Risk level moderate. Details: clear nights leading to widespread frost and icy roads. Preparation: grit paths, carry emergency car kits, monitor vulnerable neighbours. Southwest and East Coast. Coastal flood risk. Risk level low to moderate. Details: high tides combined with onshore winds may cause minor coastal flooding. Preparation tips: avoid coastal travel during high tide and monitor the Environment Agency alerts. General preparedness notes: keep emergency kits updated with food, water, lighting, and first aid supplies. Maintain your communication plans with family and community members. Monitor trusted weather sources and daily updates. Prioritise mental readiness, stay calm, adaptable, and informed. This article was prepared by Hampshire Outdoors and Survival. The purpose was to support realistic preparedness and community awareness across regions. Mickey out.
El Crops has come in. He said he thought tuned into the shipping forecast. Expected Dogger Bank Force 4, sea states, moderate.
I'm going to do that every week now because, again, what it also does, the interesting thing for me doing this summary is it gives me a mental picture of what's going on and where. Well, one of the things we often forget is we sit in our own location, and we're only really noticing what's going on around us. Something I've realised over the last couple of weeks of doing all this driving up and down the country, length and breadth, is I can leave here, and it will be a mild winter's day, sun's out, a little bit chilly. 2 hours later, I'm in hurricane force winds, driving snow, sleet, and so on. So it made me suddenly realise, yeah, well, you know, it's you're always looking out the window and going, yeah, that's what it is here. It varies, not just here, but around the world, Europe, America. I wasn't going to mention Australia, but I mean, they're having a heat crisis out there at the moment. So, you know, it's trusted weather source. Right, so I can give you an ancient Celtic technique for telling the weather, and it is literally the only guaranteed system for knowing the weather, and it's called a weather stone. Okay, so you want a pebble about 2 inches in diameter, one of the ones you find with a hole right through it. You tie it about 2 foot away from the window on 1 foot of string, and you leave it outside hanging. And the procedure is, if the weather stone is wet, it's raining. If the weather stone is swinging, it is windy. If the weather stone is dry, it's dry. And if the weather stone is gone, it's a hurricane. Okay, it's as simple as that. Yeah, it's
oh, I know. I've got a good one. If I open the front door and Willow won't go out, I know it's wet out there.
Yeah.
It won't go out.
Other ones from history that actually do work, things like fir cones. A lot of you might know the fir cone method for telling the weather. Put the fir cone outside. Right? If it closes up, it's going to be dry, and if it opens, it's going to be moist. Or is it the other way around? I can remember. But the one for me was always seaweed. We used to have a strip of the seaweed hanging outside the house. Now, people think it's crazy, but seaweed dries super fast, but it absorbs any moisture in the air. So if the air is starting to become laden with moisture, the seaweed will become soft.
Yeah, bladder-rack.
So you would know that in the next couple of hours, it's possibly going to rain.
Either that or someone's been peeing out the window.
Yeah, or somebody's peeing out the window. Yeah. So there are many, many methods, but no weather forecast is exact science. Freaks happen all the time.
Yeah, Fish has never been forgiven for what he said that night.
No.
Fish is Michael Fish was a weather reporter that told us in 1994, is it?
Yeah.
That a lady rang in and said that she'd heard they were going to have a hurricane, and he said, no way, and we did, and it did a lot of damage, and he's never lived it down, has he?
But it wasn't his fault.
No, it wasn't.
87. Yeah. I was on duty that night. I was guard commander at a camp in Guildford. I was on stag that night, and I had pulled all my guys in from the various guard locations around the camp. We ended up huddled up. Well, we actually ended up in one of the cells at the back of the guard room. In the good old days when you had cells in the back of a guard room, because it was the strongest structure was there. The roof of the whole guard room was lifting up and coming down like that, and it was giving like an 1.5 inch gap.
Yeah, we actually, a lot of places were out of power for a couple of months.
Yeah.
Jason's just said if he has seaweed hanging from his house, it means he's got a tsunami.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill.
Oh, mate, it's yeah. I've been watching the snowstorms.
87.
In America.
Thank you.
Yeah, been watching the snowstorms in America. Oh, absolutely mental, mental. You know, I mean, we don't. It's a weird thing. So in the UK, literally, in theory, if it wasn't for the Gulf Stream, we would be suffering the same sort of weather you are. Okay, but because we got the Gulf Stream and we're in just the right position, literally on the end of the Gulf Stream, we predominantly, anything that's coming from the west for us is just going to bring wet and windy. And that's our predominant wind, is a westerly wind. However, the thing to be aware of, if you're in the UK, keep your eyes on those winds. If they start coming from the north, they're coming from the east. Or if you see what they call a Scandinavian high blocking system, right? So basically an area of high pressure that gets stuck over Scandinavia, that will induce an easterly wind. That starts to bring our weather in from Siberia. That can get pretty serious for us. All the major snow events that we've had in the UK in the last 30 years have literally come about because of a Scandinavian blocking high. Other than that, our predominant weather, as it is at the moment, it's just low after low
we've had
after low from the west.
So much wet and windy. We've had railway lines that have, the embankments have collapsed, and they ended up with the rail was just hanging in the air because there's nothing underneath it. We've had railway lines on the coast washed away. We've had we have piers they go quite far. They're quite old, aren't they, the piers? But several places in Devon have actually lost their piers because
that's our risk at the moment. For the risk for southern and southwestern England at the moment is rain and wind. Some of the winds we're getting are pretty phenomenal, and the ground is completely saturated. It can't absorb any more moisture. So all the rivers are rising. Even the little brook here, that is at least 4 foot over its standard level. It can't go anywhere. And so we're getting to a point where basically another couple of big storms, and you're going to see.
We've got another one called David. Whoever.
Dave.
Storm Dave is hitting us next with loads more water, and at the moment the infrastructure here it is so much damage, and some of the rivers are really bad, and they've just got nowhere they can the water can go.
I'm having to think about it on my road journeys. I know a lot of the areas that I'm like, is it a risk area to me, or is it which route am I going to take? What's liable to flood? I mean, Storm Dave. I mean, I've got mates called Dave. Right.
I thought Damien might be it, but you got all these fancy names, and all of a sudden, is it Storm Dave?
Storm Dave. Nobody's going to take it seriously. Call it Storm Damnation, Storm Destruction, Storm Dynamic Force, or something like that, and people might go, actually, this could be a bit serious. The Storm Dave, it's just like you're not.
Yeah.
My daffodils are up. They're not flowering yet, but they are up.
It doesn't exactly make you feel scared, does it? You, Sam. It's like, really, that's all you've got. But we as you say, we'll be sending out some emails. We've got some merch coming up. We've got some medical bags. We've got the blood groups. We've got some really nice torches that have, I think it's 9 different settings on these, isn't there?
Yeah. Got the EDC kits coming along, and the hats, t-shirts coming. The t-shirts, I don't know that I'm just going to do. I don't think just doing t-shirts with Hampshire Outdoors and Survival on it really is the right thing. I think we need to inject a bit of humour in it. So maybe we'll come up with some funny bits to put on the back or something, just something with a bit of humour. It doesn't look like you're advertising the company, just something that's you're getting something for your money.
Gary, it's got quite a nice clip up there. I believe it's to go 1, or that blue, 2, 3, off. Then you press it down, is it?
Press and hold.
And it comes on the back bit, and then you press it again. Oh, it goes. No. Excuse me.
That's it, and then click it again straight away.
And it's got red and blue, and it's got the woo.
Yeah. So, and again, it's just one of those little things.
Yes.
Well, I was toying with the Hampshire Hog Hunting Club. Okay.
The outro statement would be nice on the back of the shirt. Ice and Jalen said.
Yeah.
Or Hampshire Hogs Club on the back.
Yeah.
Or the pub. Got the pub on the back.
Yeah. See, make a note of that, because I sort of hit a bit of a blank there. I was trying to think of what people would like, but yeah, I do like that. Storm Tarquin. It's just a little blow. Hampshire hog humpers.
Are you going to say hello to the peoples, you? Come on. He's under. Come on.
Hey, here he is.
And of course, the hair bear. Hey, Willow. Yeah, because we've been asked about some dog things, but I'm having a bit of, I'm sort of stuck at the moment. Yeah, you could have a Sunday social on it. Yeah, that's a good one.
Storm Kiwi.
Yeah. Willow, he is a Imperial Shih Tzu. He's 2.5 now. He weighs about 10 kilos, and he is dark colours. He's we can if you can imagine like a storm, the feeling of the darkness as the storm. He's like a grey silver.
He's a teddy bear.
Yeah, he's very hairy. Yeah, and for a Shih Tzu, they're supposed to be quite. They were bred in Tibet to be companion dogs for the emperors. But we've been told that they're lap dogs and they don't do a lot. They are watchers. I know quite a few other people have got them as emotional support. They look into your face. They watch your facial expressions a lot. They're quite pushy, but he's a real little hunter. He likes to hunt mice, don't you? He's not a great meat eater, but he does love his fruit and veg. He likes peppers and broccoli, cucumber, carrots. He likes a bit of plum, don't you? A bit of banana.
And he loves a cuddle.
He does love a cuddle, and he loves people. People have met him at the camps, and he loves everybody, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. He would rather eat broccoli, carrots, sweet potatoes, peppers, chilies, beans, peas, carrots. He'd rather have that than chicken. And even when I tried him on the finest fillet steak, because he
will eat a little bit of steak, a little bit of chicken, but for breakfast in the morning he has sweet pepper. Today he's had some sweet potato, which he's rather keen on.
Oh, he's not quite vegan. Put it this way, there's not a lot left of the mice he catches.
Oh dear, sorry,
I think he's one of those that likes to provide his own meat. He will eat chicken. He will eat a bit of steak. He will have a dog treats, dog food, and that.
No, not dog food.
He really, really prefers his veg, fresh veg.
Yeah.
I was concerned that he wasn't getting the right vitamins and minerals, but the vets, they've tested him, said no, he's absolutely fine, absolutely fine. They said he's doing great on that. So.
And they've got a bad habit. He's to say they do like to be hand fed, so they're not ones that like putting their face into bowls, do they?
No. Well, your nose is actually.
Yeah, he's got quite a squat face, isn't he? Oh, not a second dog in 6 months. That's the same. Oh.
And he's a good dog.
So you haven't actually. I don't know if I can bring it up, Sam. It's we have got. I had a poster done. It's downstairs somewhere. I've got to get put up.
Do you want me to go grab it?
Yeah, I don't know where it is. I think it's by the computer.
We'll have it up next week. I'll put it up in the centre of the wall.
We've got we have got one of Willow, and it's right. Ready for this, Sam? Willow, what you do is you send your dog's face in, and he come back
with whatever theme you want.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I think the back of the t-shirts, the way is Willow.
Yeah, way is Willow. Yeah.
Very Mandalorian.
Night 3 dog.
Night 3 dog. Take it easy, brother. Hope you're good. Night, Lavu.
Yeah, it'd be. I think it'd be pretty good in a t-shirt, wouldn't it? But yeah, you can have all sorts of different weapons. There was a Jim P. There was, you could have it with a handgun, but I just saw that and I thought it was funny, so I sent in Willow's face, and that's what we got back. It was, yeah.
You should get an inflatable furry pillow and call it the Willow pillow.
Yeah.
I will say he is great at night. He comes up on the end of the bed.
He doesn't like to be tucked in though, does he?
No, he likes to be on the top.
Yeah.
And,
he likes the fact of just
slightest noise, he's away. He lets you know it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. These one of the reasons I like having a dog in the house. Anything moves, he's off like a good one. He'll let you know, wakes me up. I know there's somebody there or something going on. And it's and my attitude to that is people say to me, it's a big dog. I don't need a big dog to be a guard dog or a protection dog. I'll sort that out. What I do need is somebody to tell me there's something there, because I'm getting a little bit deaf in my old age.
Yeah, he's got a cat. Yeah. It stands about that high, and it's from Tesco's, and it's wearing like a Christmas tree outfit. Well, he likes to hold it in his mouth and get a bit frisky with.
I'm not telling you what my cat does. My dog
pillows.
Does to cats, but
it actually do it to the cat, but he holds it in his mouth, and it's wrong. Better make it waterproof. Yeah, we had that. You had for those who didn't know that the last camp you had, wasn't it? About 2 o'clock in the morning, a strange lady with white trousers just walked through the middle of the woods through their camp.
It's an isolated woods. It goes nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay. If you wanted to go, I've looked into it. If you wanted to go anywhere, you'd go around the road. It's a lot easier. But a strange solitary woman, walked through the woods. The weirdest thing is, she didn't acknowledge. We were all sitting around a campfire. This whole group was sitting there chatting, laughing, joking. Didn't acknowledge anybody. Didn't go, "Hello, guys. It's all right, guys. Just passing through." Anything like that. She just walked through, ignored everybody, and it was the
and a bloke
weirdest thing. Weirdest thing.
That's good to have animals like that, isn't it? Sam was saying his cat.
Yeah.
He lets you know.
Cats. Yeah. I'm not a cat dogs, person, but whatever. If it works for you, it works for you. It's companionship as well.
Yeah. And the thing is, they hear things that we don't hear, so they're more likely to let you know that there is someone moving around. No, it wasn't a ghost. It was just.
No, it was just weird. It was just weird. It was creepy. It was strange. I mean, I have had people say, "Oh, you still camp up there?" Yeah, I'd stop up there on my own overnight. I've never seen her before, since, or after.
The Lady of the Woods. Yeah, very strange.
I know that if she came through again, I'd probably go, "Excuse me, what the fuck are you doing? You freaked my friends out." But at the end of the day, no. Am I afraid? No, I'm not bothered by it. Yeah, poor Max was up all night that night because their hammocks aren't for Maxie.
No,
he's not a hammock man.
No,
he's he had to adapt his situation that night.
She didn't even have a light.
Yeah.
So she was
a strange one, wasn't
she? Yeah.
She was a strange one.
Very strange.
What can I say?
Yeah.
What can I say? It made the experience for people. They've been talking about it around the campfire for hours. You know, it's
actually come for some of Jason's food and it already gone.
Maybe she was disappointed. Maybe she heard all the blokes in the woods and thought, "Hey, there's something interesting going on up there." Arrived, looked at us and went, "No, no."
Yeah, it does sound like a song, doesn't it? Jason, Max ain't the hammock man.
Oh yeah, there's a country song title. I've got to have a chat to you, Jason. I'm gonna get hold of you this week. I wanna know how you do what you do. So I want to do it too.
It's Janet that spotted her. Perhaps she thought she was coming to get an autograph.
Well, she come for Janet's autograph, I expect.
Yeah.
She want to come
Anyone's
for
autograph.
Yeah, if you want to come for my autograph. Yeah. Was a good camp, and I'm actually up there this week helping with maintenance on Wednesday, which will give me a chance to sit and have a chat to Gareth, and I'll see about organising the next camp.
If you only saw the trousers, was the top half really there? Ooh. A disembodied pair of trousers, eh? Ooh.
No camp beds or hammocks.
No.
Max is going au naturel.
Yeah. He's going off the branch upside down like a bat.
Yes, we've all been discussing and admiring Jason's songwriting capabilities. He's yes, I'm gonna do something similar myself, but
Max will be Batman.
I think I'm gonna go a bit more Led Zeppelin. Yes, Bow Drill to Heaven. I'm already thinking of the lyrics are sticking over my head. There's a man who knows, no matter how much you rub, it won't glows, and he's trying to bow drill his way to heaven.
You do that. I love driving in my car by madness. I like laying in my tent.
Eric Clapton ain't far.
No, that's because you either had too much alcohol or you've had too much sugar. She did not float; she walked.
Kiwi, when you're as deaf as I am, everybody goes past without making a sound.
It's as she floated. Next thing we're saying she's a dindy.
I didn't actually physically see her in detail. What I did catch was what I caught was a sense of movement. And everybody suddenly went quiet, and I sort of like that, and something went through the camp, and then Janet went, "Did you see that woman?" And other people started going, "I saw that one." And I was like,
Wolf, born to be wild.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or some of your case, we bark at the moon by Ozzy.
Ozzy Osbourne, yeah, yeah. Run to the hills.
Yeah.
Bit of Iron Maiden there. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Can I play with madness? Mm-hmm.
Mass illusion. Could have been mass hysteria.
Yeah, it's like Jason must put something icky in his mood in his food.
Yeah, you can't odds it. Strange things happen. Yeah. So see, Max definitely saw. Now, if Max says he saw, I take it as a soul because Max is one of those guys very much like me. He's down to earth. Yeah, stick saw,
yeah. Kiwi saw her floating.
That's a point. Did we have any of Styx's side of that night?
No. Yeah, you should have done that. Who goes there? What's the password? She had long got dark hair. With white trousers in the woods.
There we go. So, yeah. She didn't even look at us as she went past.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. Oh, Jason's here now. If there's a bustle in your hearthboard, don't be alarmed.
It's just a spindle magazine. There's some two kinds of bows you can drill with, but in the long run, you'll get an ember if you try.
There's a man that knows his
Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Hats off to you, mate.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's brilliant.
You got to do that one. You really got to do that one, Jason.
Brilliant. Bloody brilliant.
You're sick. We're all sick. Don't you worry. Yeah, how did she see where she was going?
I'll tell you one
thing. There's no amount of carrots can make you see that much in the dark.
The one thing you got to say about her more than anything else, though, she had a set of nuts on her. Right?
Did you know that for her trousers?
No, I mean encouraged, because she's either somebody that walks through there regularly at night, or she was somebody that was not afraid of the dark.
Yeah, you get a call.
Yeah. I mean, literally, that woods, for anybody that doesn't know, that woods is dark. It is a dark woods. Trip hazards absolutely everywhere. There's no footpath leading into that section. There's only the track literally down to where we are. There's no route through it. There's no direct. You come across farmland at the bottom to get to there. Then you've got to climb over a barbed wire fence. Then you're into the woods. And it just takes you up to a little lane in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
so
if you're seeing things walking through your woods, who are you going to call? Bow drillers.
Yeah. And it's So it's one of those things, isn't it? Stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. I mean,
it's really. I mean, especially you think about that, the track where the vehicles come in. I mean, those tracks, they're quite.
The ruts
deep.
Are deep.
They're deep, and there's loads of cut off trees, and so there's only little bits of stumps sticking everywhere.
Call me Buster. Don't call me. I'm too busy having a kip. Yeah. So strange.
You're lucky she could have come up to you lot and when you were sleeping in your hammocks and just stuck her face through the door and made you bloody drunk.
Range tails, cockatoos and range tails. I'll tell you a story. You know, when people don't always tell you exactly what's going on. So as the range controller one night, and this was about September, and we'd had a little bit of rain, so it's not fully winter. So there's a pyro ban on, so you're not allowed to fire tracer. They're not allowed to launch flares and things like that because it's big wilderness area.
That's what they said, Sam, would do that.
So this range conducting officer approached me and said, "Look, can I get permission to fire off just a couple of illume flares, just a couple." That's all. Just a couple. That's all I want. It's just illuminate a night shoot. Just a couple. So I had to go to the senior man at the time and say to him, "Boss, I've got a unit down here doing a night shoot. Okay, it is a pre-deployment night shoot, but they want to use some illume." And he assures me they just want to fire a couple of flares to do their night shoot with. They're going to take responsibility if anything catches fire. They're going to have a group ready to act as a fire beta team. You know, and he said to me, "Yeah, all right, Mick, we'll allow it. Tell them we'll allow it, but you're going to have to be posted, Mick, on the hill, and you are going to have to account for the fall of every single flare. So basically, you watch it go up, watch it burn out, watch where it lands, and keep an eye on that area. Just, fire risk." And that's it. So I went back and I said to the bloke, I said, "Yeah, no problem." I said, "Spoken to the boss. I'm going to have to be up on this tower here, and I'm going to watch your shamoolies go out and all the rest of it. We'll watch them burn out, watch the parachutes come down and all the rest of it. Your guys are going to be responsible for retrieving the parachutes and the flare after it's all done." And he went, "Yeah, fine, not a problem." So it's pitch black now. It's pitch black, there's silence. All I can hear is the muttering of guys on the range about 150 metres to my left. I'm looking down range and all the rest of it. And I hear targets up. And I hear all the mechanisms go as the targets lift. Right? With a magazine of 20 rounds. Right? You will see a target to your front. With a magazine 20 rounds, you will engage. Targets will remain up and hold. And all of a sudden, all I hear was whoosh, 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 whoosh. There's 12 firing points. Right? and about 24 shamoolies have all gone up. He's given 2 to every bloke, and they've all popped their own shamoolies. The place lit up like the sun had just suddenly risen instantly around us. It was daylight for about 5.5 miles, and I'm trying to watch these things as they come back down to see where they end up. Needless to say, yes, we did have a fire in the area. Yes, fire shooting did have to cease. And yes, I made sure every man jack of them was down there with a beater beating the bloody fire out. Yeah, I had a bit of explaining to do the following day. Something's got lost in translation. Yeah. Oh, it was absolutely ridiculous.
The one that put all the targets up with the coffin lid shut.
All right, so those of you that are not military, right, we have a target system which has an aluminium target.
Not Croc.
When you push a button, the target comes up out of a pit like that, okay? And it can go into 2 settings. It can go up and stay up, so they can just keep shooting with it, and it has a counter on it that counts all the strikes. Or it can have the sensor set to forward hits. So it goes up, and if a bullet hits the target goes down and resets. Now, guy says to me, this is middle of winter. He says to me, I've got flare pots. Okay, now flare pot, basically you've got a little metal spike, you've got a pot that sits on top of it, and you've got a tripwire. That tripwire, when it's pulled, sets the pot off. Okay, the guy says to me, it's a shame we couldn't have the pot set up behind the targets, so when the targets come up, they in some way trigger the pots so that it would look like people would actually come through your trip line and my guys could engage. I quick think about it, being a bit engineering wise though. So yeah, no problem. So what you got to do is on the tripwire, set the tripwire so that as the target comes up, it pulls the pin on the tripwire and sets them off. That's a damn good idea, Mickey. I said, yeah, it's pretty clever, isn't it? So his guys went down and set it up. Somewhere in the translation, they missed the line that said, have one wire so when the target comes up, it pulls the pin out of the pot, setting the pot off, and set up second wires. So as the target come up, it pulled the pin out. Not only did it pull the pin out, but they had a second wire on it, which they tied off to the top of the target. So as it come up, it flicked the flare pot in front of the target. So pitch black, targets up, all 12 targets come up, all pots are set off. I've now got pots of magnesium burning over my mechanisms, okay, and nobody can see their targets because of the glare. That one was an interesting one. That was some explaining, quite expensive as well. So yeah, there you go, a couple of range tails for you. Yes. Anyhow, we're coming up to 2 hours. Is there any questions anybody would like to ask me? Is there anything you'd like to know? Is there anything you would want to say? Do you want to say something to somebody else? Do you want to pat somebody on the back, tell them they've done well, tell them they've done a cracking job? There's some brilliant videos out this week. I have shared a couple of them to the channel. Other than that, I hope you've all enjoyed yourself this evening. Croc, no worries, mate. Take it easy, be good, sleep well, my friend. Yes. Yes, where we go.
Well, hopefully it's not going to be such a wet and drizzly week this week.
Yes, hopefully, for all you guys out there in that glorious world of ours. Hey, Owen! Men's o'clock. Yeah, for all you guys out there in this glorious world of ours, I hope you have a wonderful week. Stay dry, stay safe, stay warm, stay toasty. So just to let you know, I'm now going downstairs where I am cooking. I did Sunday lunch today. We had lamb, roast potatoes.
Oh, it's so nice.
Now we're going for pud. Oh, yes, round 2. Mickey is slapping an apple strudel in the oven. And we're having apple strudel and cream.
Yeah, Sam, I liked the fold-down stove.
Yes.
That was pretty.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Yeah. Sam, Tent Systems, the fold-down stove. Yeah, absolutely brilliant, mate. I like what you're doing. You're doing a grand job. Keep it up, brother.
Well, you might. I did think about one thing, Sam. Have you got another one like that, or one that you're worried about your aluminium pans on the top? You could have put one of those. You get the small racks.
Yeah.
You can put a small rack on it. The heat will come up through the metal rack and cook whatever you got on there, and it also stop your pans from getting.
Here's another thought for any of you that have got stove sets, the stove systems. Okay, this is something I was thinking about this week. I was going to do a video on it and try it myself. One of you might want to give it a go. So there we go. So I've noticed you can get cast iron griddle pans. They're literally just a flat griddle, okay, for cooking on, that you can put onto a barbecue and that sort of thing. Now, if you put one of those onto a box stove, the box stove is quite thin metal. It's going to radiate heat really fast. The cast iron
nice to see you too.
is going to hold the heat longer and also probably give you a more even heat. But it also means you're not putting anything directly, like pans and that, on the top of your stove. Just a thought. Just maybe somebody out there would like to give it a go. It's just one of those. Anyhow, I'll put that out there, share that with you guys. I'd be interested to see if anybody does it. If not, not a problem. Yeah, have an awesome week. Have a wonderful week, all of you. All right? Have a one. Sam, give it a go, mate. It was just a thought. It literally something I was thinking when I was looking at yours. I haven't really got the time at the moment, what work and that. But yeah, if somebody else wants to do it, it'd be an interesting learning curve for me. And also, you wouldn't need a pan then, would you?
No.
Because you could just use the griddle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of things. Anyhow.
Yeah.
Tent heater with a stovetop. Max, if it's anything like the last heater you made, it's got the ability to propel your tent from one place to another.
Yes.
Yes.
But like a little doodle bug.
Yes. The Germans in 1939 could have done with your technology.
But have a good week, all.
And
thank you for joining us this evening and for the positive feedback on all the merch that we've got.
Take care, everybody. Have a great week. Enjoy yourselves. This is Mick, Kaz.
And the Willow down there.
And the Willow. Love those you do. Forgive those you don't. And as always, may peace and light be upon you all in this glorious world of ours. Have a fantastic time. Kaz out. The V2 Texas. Right here.
Yes.
Brilliant, John. Right. Have a wonderful time, guys. This is Mickey. Mickey out. You do, Max. Cheers, mate. Night, Mick. Mike, take it easy. Have a good night, Mick. It's Minx. Willow says good night. Night all.